recorded a podcast earlier today called Captain Save A Hoe. And it was like fucking free for all, fend for yourself, you know? And so what I did is like, I looked around and I looked for, you know, the nicest looking girl, because sometimes when you're a baby stripper and you're in a new club, you know, it can be really intimidating. The girls can be very intimidating. And I forgot to mention, sometimes at the club, this hasn't happened in a long time, but it definitely has happened many times over like the course of my career, is sometimes these ladies will come in the back and they try and like save us. Like they come back and they bring these like gifts, a little, you know, rubber bands and bobby pins and chapstick and like stuff like that. And then they try and like save us from the strip club. And sometimes there'll be girls there, you know, in this like church group or whatever who have, they used to be strippers and now they've gotten out and now they have to come in and save us. Like it's this horrible place that we need to be saved from. Like we don't choose to be there and like all of this kind of stuff. I just remember one time I was working at the Spearmint Rhino in Las Vegas. And so this was like night shift, right? I feel like it was like close to midnight when these girls were in there. These ladies were in there and they were like asking the strippers in the back locker room, and mind you, Spearmint Rhino is like fucking creme de la creme, busy, fuck ton of girls back there, lots of commotion, lots of drunk girls, a lot of things happen in the fucking locker room at Spearmint Rhino. But these ladies were in there and they were asking people like, can we pray for you? This one girl, I remember she was really drunk and she like didn't know what was going on. And so they were like praying for her and they looked at me and they're like, can we pray for you? And I was like, nah, I'm good. And I was like one of the nice ones to them, you know what I mean? But it's just like this mindset or this thing that like strippers, like, oh, poor strippers, oh, they must be fucking drug addicts or whores or have daddy issues or all of this stuff that's not true about us. And they need to come in and save us and because we need saving. And it's like, no, we choose to be there. I choose to be there. I choose to use the strip club for myself. We don't need to be saved. And if we do need saving or we do want saving, it's not going to look the way that you think it's going to look, you know? And we're very, very capable of creating businesses, of creating additional streams of income, of being smart with our money, of using our money wisely, you know? Strippers are bad bitches. We don't need saving.
Good morning. So it's Thursday and I am heading into my stripper work week. To be honest, something's going on. My intention is to work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we'll see. I gotta see how I'm feeling. But I want to show you what I'm eating. I'm making some coffee, my morning coffee. That's the beautiful thing about being a independent contractor is you can work when you want. So let's say like I don't go into work today. I don't have to call anyone. I don't have to cover my shift. I don't have to do anything. I just literally just choose to not go in, which can be a double-edged sword because you can let yourself off the hook a lot, which is something strippers do a lot. They say they're going to work, and then they let themselves off the hook. There's a lot of different mental aspects that go into being a fucking successful stripper. And I'm going to show you them inside of this vlog. So just got to the gym. Woohoo, little gym outfit. Hey. Thursdays are booty days, so can't miss the booty day. Gonna go hit this workout, go home. Then I have a call with my coach, which I'm really fucking excited about because I have a lot of stuff to go over in my business. So excited about that. And then transition into stripper page. Friday morning. I'm gonna make myself a little coffee. I didn't end up going to work yesterday on Thursday. I was getting all that stuff done in my business and I wasn't like physically feeling that well. So today is Friday. So I'm going to the gym and then going to the chiropractor. Then gonna go to the grocery store and then gonna go to work. Work. So you'll come with me to work. And I'm gonna work all weekend. So I'm gonna work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's gonna be great. I'm really excited to go back to work today. I like when I don't have anything to do in my business. Look at my cute little hair here. Okay, so in my business on Monday, I'm hosting a free training. It's called NLP, the Moneymaker. And so like all week I was like getting prepped for that and like building out the training, promoting it and all that kind of stuff. And that's all set to go. So I like to, as far as like my business goes, like, you know, recording podcasts, content, back end, coaching call, anything that has to do with my business, I like to be able to not have anything to do on the weekends for my business. So that way I can just kind of like focus on dancing. But today is Friday and I'm going to be going in. On Fridays, I do one of my favorite things ever, which is I do my money allocations on Friday for my business. I use the Profit First method, which is really amazing. There's a book, I can't remember who wrote it, but it's called Profit First, and it's about how you basically set up like different buckets for your money, and then you set up different percentages that you allocate the money into. So for like each week, whatever's in my income account, whatever income cash my business brought in, then I allocate that to the different like buckets, you could call them, or like the different accounts. Like I have multiple accounts set up in my business account. So like, for example, Profit First. So like so I have an income account, which is how much cash has been brought in for that week. And then I allocate it to profit, business investments, owner's pay, expenses, and taxes. So profit is obviously profit off the top, just for me. I usually put that in crypto. Business investments is I use that for like any coaching. Like if I have, I usually am always working with a coach. So like if I have like a monthly payment for a coach, or like right now I have working on the website, my new website for the Rich Method. So I have payments to the designer, copy payments, photos, like little extra things like that, not monthly recurring expenses. Those would be business investments. And then owner's pay is me. So I pay myself, and then obviously I allocate that payment to whatever I need to pay for my life, like whether it be rent or whatever bills I have. I'm very, very detail oriented and very analytical. Like this, I love this shit. Like this, I could literally like look at Excel sheets and like do numbers and shit all day. But so Fridays, I do this for my business account. And then with my dancing money, so I kind of go back and forth with this. So sometimes with my dancing money, I'll like let it stack up for the week, and then I'll kind of like allocate the cash at the end of the week. But to be honest, what I really like doing is at the end of a shift, just depending on like what time it is too, and like if I have something going on, or if I'm like really tired and want to get home. But at the end of a shift, I like going to the bank and like putting it where it needs to go, you know, because also, I like to buy crypto, so I like to go to work and then take the cash that I made, go to the bank, deposit the cash in the bank, and then buy the crypto. So you'll see this weekend, I'm going to obviously vlog this weekend, and I'll take you along with me. So it's gonna be great. Ready for the day? Excited to go to the club?
I am heading up to Encinitas to go to the chiropractor. I go to the chiropractor, I think, every week or every other week. Dancing for fucking 13 years does a number on your body. So like your spine and your wrists and your knees and everything. So yeah, normally I like to go on like Mondays, like after the weekend that I work, and like adjust, but it just worked out this week that I'm going on Friday. So it'll be nice to go get an adjustment and then head on into work. It is Friday night at like 8:12. I didn't end up going to work. Story of a stripper's life. I'm gonna work this day and then go in half the days. Sometimes when I turn it on, and I can be a machine. However, I got really fucking inspired in my business, and I had massive downloads come in because I have my NLP coaching certification. I have been wanting to like restructure how it's formatted as far as like trainings and calls and admissions and launches and like all of that kind of stuff. And it literally just fucking hit me. Like I was going to the store and then this massive download came and I was like, I gotta fucking get it out. So here I am working. So very visual. So this is what I did. So I lay out like this is my like launching. I'm still working on this, but this is like my schedule for like what's coming up and like launching and just like all that kind of stuff. I need to fill this out. Was mapping that out as far as trainings and all of that kind of stuff. When I'm laying something all out, this is how I get it done. Very visual. Hey. Yeah, so this is where I've been working today. Self-love game on point. Set some candles to set the vibe. Got my money tree right there. Got my little meditation corner with my crystals, my sage, my Palo Santo, the crystals. Look how pretty this crystal is. Yeah, so that's that. Good morning, Saturday morning. I just pulled up, about to go to Soul Cycle. I like to do Soul Cycle on the weekend, sometimes Saturday and Sunday. Sometimes just one day, Saturday or Sunday, sometimes both. Depends on how I'm feeling. Always love Soul Cycle because it's a great workout. They play great music and they say such lovely things. So it helps get my mind right. So it's like class at 9:30. So I'm doing 9:30 to 10:30. Then go home, eat, shower, and roll into work. Because we going today. We gonna go in and make that money. It's so beautiful here. All the palm trees. All right, so it's about 12:30, and this morning I did Soul Cycle and then dropped some clothes off at Goodwill to donate, because when I get new clothes in, I like to get rid of stuff. I also just sometimes like to fucking clear out old shit that I haven't had in my fucking closet for like 5 years. So did that, and then came home. And then I just meditated for 20 minutes, and now I'm getting ready. I'm excited to go to work tonight, same thing in my world. I'll probably get in there about, like, today I'd say probably like around like 1:30. Stay tuned, obviously. We'll see how long I stay, how long I work for. I really want to just like fucking bust it out today, like work Really like to stay until I make like $2 grand, 2,500, which sometimes you can make that super fast. And sometimes some shifts are slower. You know, every shift is going to be different. My intention is 2,500. We'll see how the shift goes. I'm also thinking about doing, once my schedule is a little bit more clear, so not in October because I have my Rich Method training, and then I'm actually doing ayahuasca. I've done ayahuasca 3 times, but I'm going on a retreat in October and I'm gonna do ayahuasca. We're gonna sit in 3 ceremonies, so 3 nights in a row drinking. But I really want to do like a challenge. I haven't danced for like 13 years and I've always wanted to do like a 30-day in a row challenge type of a thing, like work for 30 days in a row. So I'm just gonna keep getting ready. I'm gonna eat some lunch and then head in there and you'll come with me. Bye. So it's about 1:10 and I'm all ready. My hair's still a little bit wet, but I don't care. I'm probably gonna end up putting it up in a ponytail anyways because it gets hot and when you're lap dancing. So I'm heading into work and we're gonna make some money, honey. Got all my outfits, lots of one pieces, shoestrings. Okay, so I just got here. When I get here, I check in with the DJ, so I already checked in with the DJ. Then I came to the back, put my food in the fridge.
All right, well, we are working on getting that good up for that viewing experience.
So I just finished my shift. I left at 5:30. So I worked 1:30 to 5:30. So I worked for 4 hours. It was a really slow shift. There was a lot of girls there, but to me, honestly, I don't give a shit how many girls are there because like money comes from the universe through other people. And so like I never use the girls there as an excuse ever. Like it just doesn't matter, but there was just not a lot of customers. And, you know, yes, strippers, yes, we make a fuck ton of money. We can. And not every single shift is going to be super, super, super amazing. There are going to be slower shifts, and today was a slower shift, you know? I average about $1,000 to $1,500 a shift. And sometimes more, sometimes make 2,000, 2,500, 3 grand. Sometimes I make less. And today was just one of those days. And even, you know, like vlogging and stuff, it's like, yeah, like I want my shifts to be really good so I can like show off the money and be good and stuff like that. And it's so funny because, you know, I think that showing this side of it, like the slow shifts, is really, really important too, because there's lessons to learn from the slow shifts, just like there's lessons to learn from the great shifts. And in fact, like slow shifts, like present you so much more lessons, so many more lessons. So let's count that money, honey. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 45, 50. So I made 550. 550. So the stripper session shift lesson for today. My stripper sessions. Know your why. Why the fuck are you in there? Why are you stripping? Why are you dancing? What is it that you want to do with your money? What do you want to create for yourself? And I say that, what is your why? Because it's so interesting for me. A couple years ago when my financial situation was a lot different than it is now, I had a lot more drive and motivation inside of the club because it was my only source of income. And so I wanted to make a bunch of money. Now that my business, my coaching online business generates money for me, I don't have the same kind of drive, but that's temporary. And I can choose to look at my new goals for myself and create that drive within myself. This is something for me to reflect on, is like, why is paying off debts and paying off other people, why did that motivate me more than paying myself and saving money and investing money and hitting my goals, like buying another house, buying my second property, a house for me to live in, not an investment property? Like, why is the motivation not there for myself? At least, it is there and I can tap into it, but it hasn't been there lately as far as the club goes. So know your why. Why are you in there? Set short goals for yourself. For me, I know it's like, okay, I'm going to set, a goal for working, this week, or I'm going to set an hour goal, which is going to roll me into my stripper session number 2. Stripper session takeaway number 2 is back to basics, right? Going back to basics. And this is true in manifestation too, like when you're working on manifesting things or whatever, and like when you first have your spiritual awakening and you're doing all this stuff and you're meditating every day and journaling and doing all of the things, and then after time goes by and you kind of like slack on it, and it's just like that stuff that you do works. It's going back to basics. So in the club, for me, going back to basics means setting a shift hour goal and sticking to that. And so that's like the biggest takeaway for me, is going back to basics. Go back to the basics of setting a shift hour goal. If I say I'm going to be there for 5 hours, stay there for 5 hours. If I'm going to stay there for 6 hours, stay there for 6 hours. And it's conditioning myself back to trusting myself. This is so crucial in dancing, is because it's all a fucking game, right? It's a mindset game. It's a game of energetics. It's a game of language patterns, what you tell yourself. There's so much to it. Tomorrow's a new day, and I'm going to set an hour goal for tomorrow, and then I'm going to fucking smash it. And this is also what I say. If you have like bad shifts, like slow shifts, then you are due for a banging shift. So anyways, that's all. Subscribe to my channel, comment, like, share this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Add it up.